squats. Working up to a top single. Like I said, gonna continue the theme of not trying to go for anything crazy, you know, like don't expect any new maxes or like tying the max or anything like that. Just gonna continue the theme this week of just going for heavy top singles, you know, because again, body is in desperate need of a deload. So we're not gonna do anything crazy. Just gonna go for some heavy weight, but handicapped, you know? So like Monday, we went for a heavy top single on bench, no wrist wraps. Tuesday, we went for a heavy single, no belt. Wednesday, did do shoulder press, went for a top single with no warm up. I think I did like the bar 135 and then went all the way up to 225 and then just fucking did a top single. So today we are gonna go for a top single, no belt. Just to make it more interesting, you know what I'm saying? Also, just for the sake of the ego, you know what I mean? Because like, instead of just kind of feeling like a pussy because we didn't do a super heavy top single, we can be like, oh no, we still went heavy. Without a belt, you know what I mean? So for the sake of the ego, we are handicapping ourselves just so that we feel better about the weight. Because I'd feel like too much of a pussy if I didn't do a super heavy top single. I would just feel like a pussy with the weight I'm about to go up to, so I'm not using a belt. Dude, I feast upon that. Like 135 is nothing. Nothing but a little snack, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even filling, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those weights. It's just like the only reason I do it is to have that snack before I get into the heavy shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I don't know, man, like squat for a while has just kind of been feeling like really fucking inconsistent. It's like some days my squat feels really good and then other days it just feels like shit. And I know like the reason most likely that is probably just because like some days my form is good, some days my form is off. Because I've been getting enough sleep, eating good. But it's just like annoying because I haven't been able to like 100% pinpoint like where with my squat it's like going wrong, you know what I mean? So I'm like still trying to figure that out. Like, I don't know if it's like my descent. I don't know if it's like has to do with out of the pocket. I don't know if it has to do with my stance. Like, it's just like, I don't know, man. Today though, it feels pretty decent. So I think what I'm gonna do, since it does feel good, is just like really focus on what I'm doing and then just keep doing that for the rest of my life. For those of you that are interested in my anime journey, this is for you. So if not, you can skip. But we caught up to One Piece fully. And then we finished the current Baki and we started Devilman Crybaby. We're already almost done that because it's only 10 episodes. But if you're thinking about starting that, right, Devilman Crybaby, do not watch it during cardio and do not watch it in front of other people. I wish somebody would have told me that before I started watching it, you know, but like that is not something that you watch with anybody other than yourself. Like a lot of crazy shit happens, you know what I mean? It's like, a lot of titties and ass and fucking happen in that show. So watch that shit by yourself. Definitely not during cardio, you know what I mean? Like, dude, not even like 5 seconds. Nah, like maybe like a minute, like into the first episode when I watched it on cardio, I had to like look up and look over my shoulders to make sure nobody was around me. Shit was crazy. I felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. Like I said, since squat is feeling pretty good, we're just gonna focus on what we're doing and do that for the rest of our lives so that we never have to worry about the squat being inconsistent or anything like that. I'm having trouble commuting what a good weight to go up to next would be for my warm-up. Nah, I just don't really feel like calculating it, so we're just gonna put on some shit that I think is heavy and just do it. Yeah. I haven't had the best of luck with doing that. As of recently, whenever I don't think and just stack on weight, it's just been like my max or close to my max without me realizing it. So I kind of just fuck myself. So I'm hoping that we have better luck today and that the heavy shit that I just put on is doable and doesn't fuck me over. I rebuttal my statement that I said about Devilman Crybaby. I was thinking of a different anime. This one's more of like PG. Watch it with your friends, your family, your dad. Watch it during cardio. You know what I mean? Like it's like one of those animes that's a lot more enjoyable when you're watching it with other people. You know what I mean? Like Devilman Crybaby's just like that. Like during my time watching it, I wish I watched it with other people. So if you're trying to get into Devilman Crybaby, make sure you're watching it with other people. I mean, pretty decent increase in weight in terms of the jump. I think we were able to handle it pretty well. So I think what we're gonna do now is move up to the last warm-up, which will be 5, 10. And then we're gonna do the top single. It feels pretty good. But the only thing is, like, I can definitely feel like, I don't know, like on deadlift, it's not as noticeable, but like I definitely feel it more on squat if I'm not using a belt. Like as soon as I pick it up and start walking back and kind of just like settle in, I can like definitely feel it just more and just kind of harder to like do it beltless. So I don't know. I'm still gonna try to go for a beltless top single and just kind of grind out the pain, you know what I mean? Just like, I think my motivation will be like every single anime character that I've watched has gone through 100 times worse. You know what I mean? So like, what is a 500 something pound squat compared to having your whole entire family offed by a demon? What is a 500 pound squat compared to watching your friends die at your own hands and your arms? So this would be 510 for the last warm-up. Call it a heavy warm-up. I'm kind of nervous about this just because like for a while, right? Like I still get like the top singles done, but it's just like for a while this last heavy warm-up, and this isn't me ego lifting, like I've done the calculations, this is what I'm supposed to do for my last heavy warm-up, but for a while it's just kind of felt like shit, and then I kind of get in my head about the top single because I'm like, damn, the last warm-up felt like shit, so I don't even know if I can do this. So I'm just hoping that even without a belt, this kind of just moves somewhat smoothly. If it doesn't move smoothly, I quit. And since I don't like being a quitter, it hurts my ego to give ourselves some excuses as to why we had to quit. I will go get a saw right now and I'll chop these fucking things off so that I could just be like, oh, well, I'm not quitting. I can't do this physically because I don't have legs. So stakes are high. This either moves smoothly or we lose our legs. So that was like really, really weird for me. Like, it was slow. I mean, no doubt, anybody could see that. But it didn't feel bad, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know, it's like weird. Like it felt really fucking slow. But it didn't just feel like bad. I don't know. Like, after that, I'd say the confidence is just unaffected. Like, it didn't move in such a sloppy way to where I don't know about the top single, but it didn't move in a super good way to where I feel confident about it. So, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take just like having that not affect the confidence than how it would usually be where it does in a negative way. So, probably not gonna do too much more weight than this. Maybe just take off these and put on a 15 and just, you know, go for a slight 525 beltless PR. So I'm feeling really nervous about this. So best course of action to take when you're feeling nervous about the heavy weight is just to get right into it and not give yourself any time to think about it. You know what I mean? Like, just go straight into it. So. Again, where it was like weird, you know, like, don't get me wrong, I'm really happy about that. 525 beltless, you know what I mean? When we're in need of a deload, like I'm literally more than happy about that. I think I figured out the problem. It's just like having more control and more stabilization on the way down and that's gonna be a lot better for my squat, hopefully. But yeah, that felt really good. Felt really good. Good enough for me to say, that once we take that deload, train up, we should be able to hit some fat, juicy, thick, meaty, sweaty, just like cheeked up, sexy, just heavyweight.